Yeah, that was cool. Again, maybe a little bit easier than I thought, but I came in relatively prepared, and I've been doing basically everything that I can in the game, and so that's obviously made me stronger. And I think dynamic scaling is doing its best, but, you know. I thought basically when those soul flames or whatever they were came out, I thought, shit, like I'm going to be in trouble now. But I thought it was going to be like 10 fires coming at once and stuff like that, but we dealt with it pretty well. And so I'd say it was fine. Fun fight. It's one of those where like, yeah, okay, like challenge-wise it wasn't crazy, but it was just a lot of fun. So I don't mind at all. And well, we still got, and well, technically it's still not hard mode anyway, so can't expect too much. Dynamic's kind of keeping us honest. Like you can't completely slack off or be really unprepared, or ignore a lot of the world stuff, I think. Here we go. One of the most iconic moments.
The Watcher of the Veil fought valiantly and offered up his life in defense of our home. As you see, he still watches over us to this very day.
Wait. Is that... Seto? My father? No, there's no way.
The poisoned arrows of the Ghee transformed his body into stone, and there he has stood ever since, his watch eternal, our savior.
What about my mom? Did she know what had happened to him?
Oh. Why, of course she did. It was, after all, she and Seto who asked me to seal off the cave.
But why? Why did she never tell me the truth?
Because she knew that if she did, you would attempt to seek your father out all by yourself. Your parents strove to keep our veil safe. But there is one thing they fought even harder to protect. You, Nanaki, their son.
She was afraid, because I was too small and weak.
Back then, perhaps, but not anymore, heavens no. You've become a fine warrior in your own right. And that is precisely why I brought you here. But this is not where your journey is meant to end, my dear boy. You must leave the Veil once more.
But I'm a Watcher now. I gotta protect our home like he did.
Listen to me, Nanaki. When I first heard your friend's emphatic warnings, I dismissed them outright. No more than the ravings of misguided youths. When you've lived as long as I have, you start to believe you've seen it all, that no surprises remain. But I realize now how very foolish I have been. The eyes that I thought saw the world clearly have grown blind to new possibilities.
But...
I would hate to impede your progress any further. I bid you leave, Nanaki, before, like me, you become inured to your own ignorance. With sharper eyes and keener ears, go forth and in my stead seek the great truths of our world. Look after him for me.
Don't worry. We will.
You failed this trial, my boy. Continue your training and try again. Are you up to the task, Nanaki?
You bet I am. After all. I am Nanaki, Watcher of Cosmo Canyon. and son of Seto. Protector of our Vale.
Hearken unto me. My name is Ghee Natak. O brave and noble Seto, I beseech you once more, hear the urgent pleas of my people. My thanks, Seto. You are as magnanimous as ever. The warrior Nanaki, and you, the Cetra. Come with me.
That was...
Oh, an exciting turn of events indeed.
We'll back you up for 2,000.
No. This one's free.
Well now, that is interesting. Obviously something new. Was not in the OG. But as expected, they handled the scene really well with Nanaki. And his father, Seto. Where is he? Oh, he's way up there. Yeah, handled very well. Bugenhagen, great cameo as well. Really nice. And it was great to see Red's coming of age story. Really enjoyed that. But now we have something new happening. So up until now is all very familiar. But we'll see what this Ghee attack slash potentially Genova, Sephiroth, Vision, whatever has to say.
Within that Ghee's flesh is a tumult of emotion. See to it that Nanaki remains safe. Oh. Our world is filled with wonders. I bid you seek them out.
Yeah, that's what I like about Bugenhagen in this like remake Rebirth thing as well. The fact that he's so like he really shows his wisdom. The way he dismisses everyone initially and then realizes that he might be wrong and he might have not, you know, seen things the way that they could be. And so I think that wisdom, that humbleness to admit that there's still so much he maybe doesn't know, or that he thought he knew that's not right anymore, etc. I think that's always a sign of great wisdom. And so Bugenhagen impresses as usual. So we have potentially a new fight here. Let's see. I want to keep Barret and Red for now. We're still kind of here, so... yes, I've not been using Kate Sith much, but I want to keep... At this stage, we've got so many and so many combinations to rotate around that I can't do everything. And this way is a bit quicker for me to set back up. I just need to set Cloud up here. Make life a little easier. Okay, I think in general that will do. Red does have an extra slot here. Right, let's push forward and see what's going on here.
Can anyone explain to me why we're even taking this detour? Anyone? Because some of us are on a mission to secure the material we need to, you know, save our homeland.
How can you talk like that in a place like this? I'm scared out of my wits here.
I don't know. This Ghee dude's too nice to freak me out.
He may act nice, but who knows what he's planning. Stay alert.
Yeah, this is a journey into the unknown for me. Inlet of the Lost. What is this guy cooking up? It's gonna take us somewhere.
The home of the Ghee lies beyond. Now let us begin our journey.
Not so fast. What's in it for us? Unless it's materia, you can count me out.
How strange you should mention materia. My people are also in search of it.
Okay, all aboard!
Big boy coming through.
Would have stayed longer if I could, but I'll be back soon. I promise.
Yeah, they did say the Cetra wanted to commune with them. So it could be some interesting lore here. Whoa.
I'm gonna hurl.
Maybe try swaying with the rocking of the boat?
I wanna move less, not more.
Didn't seem to mind when you jumped aboard.
Only 'cause he mentioned materia.
Be quiet. The planet is listening.
And what's wrong with that?
Anything that reaches the planet's ears, in due time, reaches those of the Cetra. Unfortunately, the Cetra are not a tolerant people.
Excuse me, am I intolerant too? I'm Cetra.
You are indeed one of them, by lineage alone. You know not of their history. That has been lost to time.
Their history?
Consider your ignorance a blessing. The Cetra's past is fraught with horror and sorrow.
Okay, let's hear it. We're back.
So there I am, on the ground, bleeding out, watching everything go dark. Thinking, this is it. This is how it ends. Only, it isn't. Suddenly, the wind picks up out of nowhere. It tugs at me so hard, it feels like it's tearing my soul right out of my body. Next thing I know, I'm back in the orphanage. But nobody can tell me who found me or how I got there. It's a miracle.
Sounds like what happened to me. Whole freaking army unloading on my position. I'm feeling every single bullet. But then, the wind starts blowing. 1 minute, I'm outnumbered. And the next, I'm alone.
None of it makes any sense. I somehow managed to beat the odds and wake up here, alone. Why in the hell did fate pick me?
Can't think that way.
Can't not think that way. Their luck runs out, but mine doesn't. I'm the only one who gets a pass. And now that it's just me, what am I supposed to do? You know?
Yeah, I get it.
Hey, come with me.
Sure, but why?
I'll explain on the way.
Okay, I'll try not to talk too much for now. Let's just have them conversate. Then we'll speculate.
So, how's Cloud holding up?
Mako poisoning's done a real number on him. Doubt he's in for a speedy recovery either. But hey, hope springs eternal.
Right. If he does recover, you can bet your ass he'll act like it was nothing. Shrug it off and say he's been through 10 times that shit.
Are we talking about the same Cloud?
Come on. The guy's desperate to prove himself. Not like he needs to. Everyone knows he's a bona fide badass. Hey, why don't you try picking up some work as a merc? A Zack of all trades.
Why?
Because one's not enough.
I'll think about it.
A lot of good dates started right here.
Did you hear?
Get a load of this.
Okay, let's see. The destruction of Sector 7 was orchestrated by Shinra themselves. We can't let those murderers get away with it. People of Midgar, fight back against our corporate oppressors by joining Avalanche. Seek us out at the lot off Petal Lane. Wow, that's bold.
Yep.
These guys are setting a trap for themselves. Shinra will just roll in and round them all up.
Doubt public security will even bother going through the motions. Easier just to shoot and skip the paperwork.
Then, anyone who goes is...
An idiot, I know. But idiots are what we need right now. Folks who'll risk it all.
Wait! Don't tell me you're going! The things I do for friends.
Kinda wonder how that rift looks to all the folks topside.
Hey, you ever wondered about your purpose in life? What you're doing here?
Sure, from time to time. Or all the time.
Would never have guessed.
Didn't used to, but things changed. Went through a lot after I joined Shinra, like... a lot.
I bet. I ask because ever since I woke up, I've been wondering about what to do with all this time I've been given.
Yeah, the timing thing is still what gets me. We'll talk about it later, but... like his last stand versus the events of the end of Midgar in the first game, they don't match up, so that's what's confusing to me.
Hey, Biggs. You said before I ought to try picking up some work as a merc.
Yeah?
'Cause one's not enough. So who's the one?
Cloud. He didn't tell you? Must not have wanted the competition.
When exactly did you meet Cloud?
Yeah.
The day before we hit Reactor 1. So, how long ago was that again? Weird. My internal clock's busted.
Yeah, mine too. What's that about anyway?
Good question.
Yeah, that's why I can't help but think of the live stream itself. Like where maybe space and time just doesn't play by the same rules anymore.
So, what do you think's gonna happen to our baby?
Don't know.
At least they're acknowledging it as well, that the timing doesn't match. So the game's fully aware of what's going on here, but we're supposed to be confused.
Treat you and yours to
You
something
know,
special, but remember, only one
Isn't
per
that
person.
just
I think I prefer being number 2 or
Everything in the
3.
sky got even
Suits me
bigger.
much better.
Yeah.
Why don't
Like,
we all go
the guy who only has to worry
Might as well
about the
get some
how.
use out of the new
And
car.
doesn't have to decide on the what.
A minor role?
Exactly. I'm no hero. So how come I was the one who got saved?
'Cause someone needs you. You and your can-do attitude.
Then who might that be?
Whoever brought you back, I guess?
You were the guy with
And
Eric.
assuming there was
right?
someone,
What do you guys
who
think
could
is
it have
gonna
been?
happen to us?
That's a good question.
Hell with it. Let's just do what we want. Start by robbing folks and
it's just up ahead. Keep your eyes peeled.
Copy. Nobody, huh?
Not a soul.
Well, at least Shinra was a no-show too, right? Who's there? Huh. New recruit?
As if I'd ever join Avalanche. I just came to see what kind of morons would fall for your dumbass propaganda, that's all. But I should have known. Nobody could be that stupid. Anyway, I'm out, losers.
I told you I wasn't cut out for a leading role. And here I thought I might have been saved for a reason. Some higher purpose. Sorry for wasting your time.
Biggs! It's up to us to find our own purpose. I mean, who says it's gotta be one way? Everyone's sitting back, acting like the world's doomed, but the future's not set in stone. We're not powerless. So long as we don't lose sight of what's important. You know, what matters most of all when the going gets tough. I don't know, hopes, dreams, maybe? Something like that. So long as we've got those. And hold on tight and never let go.
Like this?
Like your life depends on it.
The world's lucky to have you. It's a start. Anyway, I gotta run. I'll be sure to pay a visit to Cloud when I get the chance.
See ya. Think about what I said. Guess I should probably head home too. Home, huh?
Okay. Right. Yeah, it's very tough for me because obviously the thing that I've been pondering all along is, are we inside the live stream? Is this like, has the live stream itself sort of manifested and conjured up this version of reality, etc.? But the whole reason why that also doesn't work is because obviously there's people here. If it was only people who are basically dead in Cloud's world, then it would make sense, but we basically have doubles. And so that also doesn't make sense. And so that's why for now at least, I can't put the pieces together. But we are, of course, supposed to be not exactly understanding what's going on. Obviously, Zack wondering how long Biggs has known Cloud for, the fact that he's like the merc in town. The Cloud that Zack knows from his sort of life and his time, he hasn't become the Cloud that we know him from the main story yet. So things are obviously not adding up. And we don't exactly know what's going on. But it seems increasingly to me like maybe this game's kind of setting up Zack as having his own parallel story in the third game. Like this one is just these little scenes and these kind of non-combat, like non-party member sections, all that kind of stuff. Maybe in the final game they're going to build like a sort of a two-pronged attack with Cloud doing his thing in the quote-unquote real world and Zack doing his thing in this kind of rift world or whatever you want to call this place. And so maybe we're not really going to see that much explanation or resolution of what's going on with Zack and co here. It's hard to tell at this stage, but I'm definitely not that confident about the whole live stream story anymore, but we'll see. Kyrie forgot her backpack, which is filled with, what? Traveling supplies. Perhaps she hoped to join Avalanche after all. Okay. I'm sure now what Ghee attack is going to tell us. What Ghee attack is going to tell us is going to probably at least give us maybe a little bit more insight here. Maybe a little more, or just confuse us more. We'll see. Yeah, they literally just brought back the whole of Aerith's house section and Sector 5 underground, all of that stuff. Just ridiculous, really. It is surreal to just be walking here as Zack and just sort of to just be here in general. It's just very weird. So far, at least, they haven't done anything enough to make me like annoyed about what they're doing with the story. I'm more just curious. Where is it going to go? What are they going to do with it? So we'll take it as it comes. For now, it's intriguing. We'll see how it goes. But those textures are bad, man.
I'm back.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Guess who I just saw? Biggs.
Really?
Said he'd visit, too.
Oh, yay! Did he say anything about Daddy or Tifa?
Oh, sorry. Forgot to ask.
Aww.
Zack, would you mind checking on Aerith for me?
Sure.
We're all headed for the same place. You'll see your daddy and Tifa again.
Soon?
Soon enough, Marlene. Soon enough.
We're all headed for the same place, huh?
It's me. The wind. That was you, wasn't it? Hello in there.
What?
We've arrived.
So, totally new area for Rebirth here.
Still standing.
Welcome to the village of the Ghee.
Okay, here we go. Now, Yuffie being like completely unfazed by all of this is very interesting. Yes, she plays like the bubbly, young, naive kind of character here, but none of what she's seeing so far seems to really faze her at all. She's still exactly the same as she was. Like, in terms of character progression and growth, I don't know if we're going to see her start to kind of understand the seriousness of what she's dealing with and kind of start acting in a way that she understands that. It's going to be interesting to see, I think. Like, even all of this stage, I thought by now she would have kind of sombered up a little bit and just been like, what the hell is going on? But nope, she's still the same old Yuffie, just hunting for that materia, just sprinting around. She doesn't care. Meanwhile, everyone else is pretty anxious and nervous about what's going on here. So, yeah. we will see how long Yuffie keeps that up for. Gotta admire that energy, man. Ceremonial staff. have a look at that. ATB ward. Conjure a ward. Fill ATB gauges within the ward to increase your allies. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay.